All right, first off, um, two people in here already. What's up, guys? If I'm talking, does the mic hear me? And if I'm talking, does the mic not hear me? Okay, so this mic is working. Welcome back, guys. I'm going to figure out how to get a notepad on this screen. And we're going to, because there's a lot of things we were talking about that I want to get back on. What's up? I hear you. Okay, thank you, Truth. Let me figure out how to... okay, let me add this to the screen so you guys could see it. Add source, display capture, window capture. Which window? Add, select, notes. Oh yeah, I love this. Capture cursor, add source. Requesting to bypass, allow. Okay, so can you guys see? Yes, you can. Let me change the size of the window. Boom, there we go. Oh yeah, this is great. This is working very well, actually. Let's see. Should I make me smaller? Yeah, let's make me smaller. Does that make sense? Sorry, guys, I'm trying to figure this out as we go. Maybe, oh yeah, maybe I can make myself small and in this right about here. And I make this screen nice and big. Oh yeah. And then can I make it fit to the screen? So what happens if I change the aspect ratio? Oh yeah. Here we go. Thoughts on, oh shoot, chat's going off, sorry. The email is vibes-based. It depends on what's going on in my life. What's up, Noah? Welcome back. Let's see, how do I get this? Okay, here we go. Should I shrink this window down? How do I do that? Fit to screen, there we go. Okay, yeah, fit to screen, and then let's make it a little bit longer. Oh yeah, now we're cooking. Okay, what is not intelligence associated with intelligence? Independence, integrity, courage, honesty. Someone said something earlier during my live that I didn't have on here. So can I make this a little smaller? Yeah. Okay, and can I make this a little wider? No. Why is this little viewing window? Oh, there we go. Okay, now let's catch up. What about your physical mail? Physical mail is like every 3 weeks, man. Or people who do that. You got to download preset layouts if you actually want it to look good and not crop like crazy. Okay, Log, thank you. Oh shoot, Log, what's up, bro? You got to download preset layouts. Okay. Oh yeah, it's looking weird. Okay, I'll write that on my to-do list. Download preset layouts. Where do you go to download preset layouts, bro? Therefore, they lack the mental framing. Tyson, oh shit. Intelligent people often don't experience chronic stress, high ACE score. Therefore, they lack the mental framing needed to allow themselves to be happy. You're going to need to explain that. Put some spaces in the beginning. It's cropped on the sides. Put some spaces in the beginning. Oh, you mean, like, should I make the window narrower? Would that help? Because I don't want to change the margin on this whole thing. Perceptiveness. Oh yeah, perceptiveness. So perception, observation, outwardly tuned, not self-obsessed. Looking trim and jackline, thank you. I got one PP size. Stoicism, I don't love stoicism. Blind patriotism, I don't think that's good. Verbosity, verbosity is bad. Not intelligence. Verbosity, book knowledge. Agency, agency. Oh yeah, I hate the tech scene. As someone who works in tech, it's kind of like being in California and just kind of rolling your eyes at some of the like hardcore liberals, right? It's like, I believe in agency, but I don't like the way other people talk about it. Yeah, it cuts off halfway in the W in what? What is intelligence? Okay, all right, let's see. Can I make this screen can I change it like this? What if I do that? I guess it's going to look shitty. What is the premise of this live? What is not intelligence that we associate intelligence? So how do I phrase that better? Morals, thinkingly, lobbying, nationalism, wealth, morals. I don't know about morals. I think courage, not morals. Because you can be unethical and intelligent, obviously. How's my run? It was pretty rough. It started raining. I'm going to save the replay and then upload it to YouTube. I've been doing that, by the way, guys. So this is my channel. If you guys want to look. That works, but give it more right. Give it more right. You mean like move it to the right a little bit? You mean like, I'm so scared. Fill screen, center. Okay, now I want to move it. How's that? Perfect. Money, book knowledge. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. All right. We're satisfied. What qualities often get mistaken for intelligence? Yeah, let's do that. What qualities often get mistaken for intelligence? Eloquence. I think eloquence is. So not IQ, but good. Not IQ, but bad. Not IQ, but related. Eloquence. I think eloquence goes into there. Being funny. Funny. I think that goes in this bucket. TikTok live streams. Height, maybe? Yeah, I'm going to leave that off. I think that is probably factual, but I'm going to leave that off. Charisma. Not IQ, but related. Not IQ, but good. Charisma. That's his girl? Yeah. She's making Christmas presents by hand. TikTok live streams, verbiage. She's not bad. Yeah, she's not bad, bro. Vocabulary. Not IQ, but good. Not IQ, but bad. And then what about, I'll add a category called cosplay IQ, verbosity, and vocabulary. Ball knowledge, put wabi sabi. What is that? I've seen that mentioned. I don't know what it is. Trivial knowledge. Yeah. Trivial, useless knowledge. Natural talent. Yeah. Humor. We have humor up here. Funny. Wait, what is intelligence? We're kind of dancing around that topic right now, aren't we? Trivia goat, a person's cadence maybe slightly different from eloquence. Yeah, I think it's telling that Obama speaks so slowly. I'm not saying Trump is unintelligent, which some people are going to get mad at. Like, Trump is pretty intelligent, I'm sure of it, or at least he was. But I think Obama is definitely much smarter, and it's kind of telling that Obama speaks like very slowly, not slowly, but he takes his time. You know. He doesn't talk with energy unless he's giving a speech. And I've always thought that's kind of an important distinction. Using big words when not needed. Yeah, verbosity, vocabulary, jargon. So we'll distill down big words not needed to jargon. Good at video games. Theory, not today, but maybe someday. Let's see, what is intelligence if it's not the qualities listed? So not IQ, but related. Eloquence, funny. Not IQ, but good. Esoteric skills. I don't know what esoteric means. I always forget. Organization. I don't think so. I think that's separate. Not IQ, but good. Organization. Conscientiousness. Spiritualism. I see so much verbosity on TikTok. 100%. I like to think I don't do that. I always have to fight like hell to get my videos close to a minute. If I went on my own, my videos would be like 6-7 minutes each time. And that's also why I want to start making stuff on YouTube. I just have to write out the scripts. I'm curious, why do you think Trump was intelligent? If Trump wasn't intelligent, why didn't someone else win president 2 times, right? A lot of people didn't want him to be president. Oh my God, I'm not seeing gifts. Am I not seeing gifts? I see like my gift goal going up. I'm not trying to get you guys to give me gifts, but if people have been gifting and I haven't been like calling it out, I'm going to feel kind of bad. gifters. Noah sent a rose. Thank you, bro. Truth sent goat. Thank you. Does that pop up anything on my screen? Is this the whole history of gifts? Truth sent 10 goats. Danny sent a heart me. Thank you. I think that shows up on my head. Let's see. Manager goal. Do I have a goal? Whatever. Let's just put a couple of these on. Okay, whatever. If people feel like giving that to me, that'd be cool. Danny sent a heart me. Thank you. Okay, back to the subject. Assertiveness. Not IQ, but good. I think if I put alphaness, are people going to freak out? Why is humor not IQ related? Not IQ, but related. It is related. It's not IQ, but it's related. Emotional irregularity, not IQ, but bad. What is irregularity? Are you talking about people who fly off the handle? Like they're unstable? I see it pop up. Okay. Let's see. We just sent it to test. Thank you. Let me pull the gift gallery down a little bit so I could see it better. It's just what I'm seeing. Like, it doesn't matter. Anything that's busy but doesn't get results. Oh, yeah. Cosplay IQ. Busy but no results. I love that. Let's see. Should I make myself even smaller? Yeah, let's tuck me in like right here. How's that? Okay. I think people can be propped up by intelligence, specifically that one RNC dude. Yeah, 100%, Nathan. If you want to take that position, I'll believe you. Like if he's just the guy, right? Because it's very possible that the intelligent person is behind him, right? Jack, PP size? Yeah. Not IQ, but related. Let's move that up to not IQ, but related. What is IQ? PP size? Intelligence quotient. It's just intelligence. Persuasive, like good salespeople. I think that's too many. I would say that kind of falls under charisma. Did I put charisma? Yeah, charisma's on here. Social intelligence, socially aware, socially observant. Someone whose emotions change quickly. I feel generally perceived high IQ tend to be constant. Yes, I love that. Not IQ, but bad. Emotional, like low. I have always think of it like inertia from like physics. This idea is very East Asian of you. Who don't trust the system, fit into cosplay. Yeah, like blind contrarianism. How is this? What if I make this a little bit longer? Is that too greedy? Yeah, I guess you won't be able to see the bottom. Should I just make the text a little smaller? Yeah, let's keep this going. Yeah, I like what we're doing today. Is there an accurate way to measure IQ? Not that I know of. There's an open test. There's a test called, I think, Open Psychometrics. I can go look for it. Me and my friends all took it when we found it. That says that they're 70% correlated, I think, to the rate, RAIT, which is like a real IQ test. Oh yeah, blind contrarianism / conspiracy. For top, put remembering details about someone. No. Book knowledge is bad. Book knowledge, I guess I'm associating that with ramblingness, but yeah, book knowledge is not bad. We should put an asterisk on that. Let me catch up on chat. What do you mean by not IQ but good, not IQ? What are the parameters? Good and bad, bro. Like emotional, oh yeah, emotional irregularity. Let's finish that thought. Thank you, Log. I don't know. Log, I put this up as like my topic when I was going on a run earlier today. I don't know if you were in that live. And like a lot of people came in, a lot of people are here now. Like people are interested in this topic. So I guess just for fun. Oh no, initially the question was, are intelligent people unhappy? And does it have to be that way? Or are a lot of intelligent people, so-called intelligent people, just unhappy whiners who claim that they're intelligent to cope, right? So I'm talking about like the person who says they were gifted in freaking 4th grade, right? How is book knowledge bad? Yeah, you asked me that. It's okay. I kind of ADHD'd. I'll come back to that. I put a asterisk on it. Mensa is cosplay IQ. No, because they use official IQ tests. So, I mean, insofar as you trust that, I would say that's good. How is book knowledge bad? Okay, if you copy and paste too many times, though, I don't like it. No, I'm asking, what will you qualify as actual intelligence? So I'll say, let's say fast learner, IQ, fast learner, quick thinker. Let's see, is that all fitting? I'll put that as the definition for now. What was the test called again? Open Psychometrics. My light just turned off. Let me turn that on. Okay. Open Psychometrics. What would you consider to be intelligent? Okay, so I put that up here. Book knowledge is bad. Now a lot of people. Post it on your story at the end, please. Okay, I will. I'll write that in my to-dos. Also, guys, join my Discord. It's on my... It makes it easier for me to put out announcements like that. I think TikTok is really wary of me putting like links into anything. They like to be really protective. So people who incorrectly imply, oh yeah, yes, cosplay IQ, inappropriately apply. How's that? Ineffective application of knowledge. Not IQ, but bad. Let's put that here. Ineffective application of knowledge. Ineffective or forced application of knowledge. How do you determine PP size is related? Jack, we all know this. This is the first live I've caught of yours. Okay, well, I'm glad you're here, dude. And thanks for telling me about the preset templates. I'll look into that later. This is the first time this is the second time I've streamed using my laptop. This is a lot more relaxing. And then I can just look at this chat. So this is pretty cool. Quick thinker equals good humor. Yeah, that's also why. Funny. Quick thinking related. I'd say good problem solver, yes. Not IQ, but good. I think problem solving, so like determining what's relevant. How do you determine what's good or bad? It's just whatever I feel like. Sheila? How do you get that font? IQ has a lot of different categories. You can be good at some and terrible at others. Yeah. I feel like IQ is basically to interpret information and act on it correctly. Oh, I'm copying and pasting that actually. That's way better. Quickly interpret information and act on it appropriately. I like that. You said put that up there. My question is, what do you think intelligence is in essence? You said put that up there. Oh, I put it up here. Ability to quickly interpret information and act on it appropriately. Not the quotient that seeks to measure it. Let's do it as a chat, the test. Oh, you guys want to do that? What if I put that up? Would thinking you're special in a special way fit somewhere here? No. I get this a lot. My friends call me narcissistic, but it's like, I think I'm pretty rare. There's a lot of people out there who are rare. If you're the top 10% in something, right? If you were just good in your class at basketball, if you're 1 in 20, you're special, you know? Like we have this weird middle zone where people don't want to like appreciate what they are, right? Assuming over presuming. I don't know what that means. That's too semantic for me. I don't know enough words. Hello, big boy, walking speed. Why did you put it in good? Put what in good? Ineffective. Oh, that should be in bad. Thank you. Being quiet? I don't think so. I think rambling. Not IQ, but bad. Verbosity is cosplay IQ. Yeah, verbosity, rambling. What traits seem smart but end with the person getting 0 results? Yeah, so I think that's not IQ but bad and cosplay IQ. Quick thinker is related to processing speed, which is only one quantified metric. Yeah, but also appropriately. So quickly and appropriately. How is PP side related? Mies has a small PP, chat. Mies has a small PP. You heard it here first. I'm just kidding. This got to be rage bait. Ryan, if you don't like it, just leave, bro. Why is book knowledge bad? Oh yeah, I keep meaning to move that, but then chat's moving so fast, and I'm trying to giving the trolls something so they don't troll more. Oh, blood flow. Bonjour. I love that. Good explanation. I think emotional irregularity is way too broad. Yeah, like low inertia. I don't know how to put that. Like unstable. Being quiet, no, I don't think so. I think being quiet is cope. A lot of people who are shy, who don't have courage, they become quiet. Perception is also IQ, yes, but what does perception mean? Because perception is neutral, right? A person's ability to self-improve. I don't want to put that up there. Again, I wasn't asking what you think IQ is. I'm asking what you think intelligence is. IQ is an abbreviation for intelligence. Like if you don't get that, you're not very IQ or intelligence. Like I feel like you're trying to get me here with like semantics. Like, dude, this is just to make it shorter up here. All right. Book knowledge bad. Sorry guys, I keep meaning to move that. Are you going to create a video from this? Maybe. I'm just kind of doing this for fun. There's 70 people in here enjoying this and like just like giving me a lot of things to think about. Can we get a white box under chat, please? Okay, yeah, yeah, let's do that. How would I do this? Let's see. So let's make this a little bit shorter. Move this window up. And then can I just make the background white? IQ is an abbreviation for intelligence quotient. I'm telling you with my words that IQ is short for intelligence in this notepad, which has limited space. Okay? Is IQ genetic? I don't know about genetic, like whether it's inherited. That's like a science question. I don't mean to be pedantic. I mean, I'm telling you IQ is short for intelligence. You know? Should I change it to just I so that you can get over it? Like, I don't know what you want from me, dude. Good humor is intelligence. Street smarts. Yeah, I think street smarts is like another definition for intelligence. I don't think it really fits into one of these categories. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm going to stop reading chat for a second so that I can add a white box under chat. Okay. So let's take a screenshot of something white. Boom. Thank you, Log. Dude, I'm so glad you're here. Like someone that kind of knows things to help me out. Okay. And then let's add source. Display, capture, image. Okay. Image. So let's save this, add image to scene, add, select file. I'm going into my screenshots. Okay, add source. How is this, guys? I'm gonna make it bigger. And then I'm gonna move the notepad. Should I just make the notepad smaller? How is that for legibility? I want more to fit on there, but I feel like then you can't read it. So let's do about this much. Okay, and then I'm gonna catch up on chat. Okay, that looks good. Thank you. Explain to us how to quantify IQ. We can move to that in a bit. You gotta add an image that's blank white. Okay, I don't mean to be pedantic. Yeah, conversation already cooked. Yeah. Social withdrawal, no. I think social withdrawal is bad. Let's put that in bad, not IQ. And bad. Social withdrawal. Would you say old people with slower processing speed are necessarily unintelligent by your definition? Yes. But if you're talking about like per their age group, or if you want to adjust, like do things to normalize, you know, but yes, we get less intelligent as we get older. We get wiser, but less intelligent. I'm asking whether IQ as a metric maps onto intelligence, even as you'd see it. Yes, I think so. I think people cope very hard. Like the IQ tests aren't perfect, but I think they measure intelligence. It's going to correlate positively. Selective silence and listening comprehension. Yes, I like that. Selective silence and listening comprehension. Yeah, high comprehension. I mean, that's just... Let's put that into the definition, actually. Who said comprehension? Smaller text and line spacing. Okay, let's do it. Boom. I was a little worried that smaller text would make it hard. But okay, so let's do it like this. Boom. Let's make everything a little bit smaller. And then let's underline these things. Okay. I'm blinded. We can see a lot more than you think. Should I try to make it bigger then? Dude, Locke, thank you so much for being here. Hygiene. I think hygiene's like a byproduct. I've disqualified some characteristics because they're too far. Like it's like second order. Intelligent people do have good hygiene. You can make the text smaller. Okay, thank you, bro. And then can I make it like double column? That would also be nice, actually. Should I make me a little bit smaller? Make me even smaller? And then can I figure out how to make this double column? Are you considering all different forms of intelligence? What are different forms of intelligence? Are you going to talk about emotional intelligence? How do you differentiate wisdom and intelligence? Wisdom is like knowledge and proper application of it. So the higher intelligence you are, the faster you acquire wisdom. But I think you can be very wise, but not someone that you'd want leading a situation, you know? Where do most high IQ people end in life? I don't know. I did test All right, the people who are already trying to like catch me because I'm claiming that I am like intelligent. I think a lot of people are intelligent, right? Actually, let me catch up on Log's messages because he says a lot. Pull your stream up on your phone. You'll get a much better impression of how this looks. Okay, if I open it on my phone, is this going to be bad? I'll switch to my other account so then I could see. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm on my spam account. Let's go here. Oh yeah, I love this. Thank you, dude. Log, you're the MVP. Thank you. Do I want a white box on my phone? My chat is white.
I don't think you do.
Okay, I don't want a white box. Okay, I'm gonna put a black box. Okay, yeah, let's take a black box. Let's see, big friend network. Oh yeah, big friend network. Not IQ, but good. Big friend network. Big friend network. Social success. Make the text bigger, we can't read. All right, let's make it a little bit bigger. I feel like I'm juggling a lot right now. You can't judge life end goal by IQ, so not worthy of an answer. Forecast in any field. Yeah, I think forecast is good. Polymathy, yeah, like a versatility is good. Why is book knowledge bad? Sorry, guys, I need to move it. But because it's like off-white, it's not so bad. I think I want gray. Let's look for gray. Wisdom is like polished intelligence. Wisdom is like the result of intelligence, I think. Let's see if I can change settings. Let's change to this. All right, what about that? Is that better? It looks better on my screen. I don't know if everybody has it. Okay. Okay, so much better. Okay, sweet. All right, let's scroll. I think, should I change this to a Google Doc? Let's see. Memory is not IQ, but it has to be correlated. Seductive presence. Yeah. Big friend network. Yes, big friend network. Being well read, not IQ, but good. Yeah. Curious. I would say curious. So the not IQ, but good, things you can improve without genetic IQ. Charisma is on there. Yeah. Oh yeah, seductive presence. I'd put problem solving at number 2, measures raw cognitive ability, you know. Yeah, problem solving in not IQ, but related. I would say problem solving is IQ. Google Doc, yeah, can fit more wider. Why book knowledge bad though? I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, why do you think intelligent people have good hygiene? Understanding something is good does not equal doing it. Because intelligent people understand that you want to be like high value, you know? I know that sounds a little tatey, but all right, let's go to, I'm gonna open Drive, bear with me here. So the higher the PP size, yes. What do you think about the concept of street smarts? I think they're one and the same. So book smart and street smarts. All right. So what is IQ? IQ is just intelligence, and the definition's up at the top. What do you mean, sorry? It's just everybody's been saying, why is book knowledge bad? And it's because I put it in the wrong place, and then I keep ADHDing away from changing it. Shoot, what was I saying? Understanding something is good. Street smarts. So, okay, book smarts and street smarts. I hear this all the time, and it drives me nuts, okay? Book smart people are street smart, and street smart people are book smart. The problem is people who are just kind of book smart, who read something that you haven't read, they think they're book smart, but they're not, right? You talk to any baseball fan or any basketball fan, and they could tell you so many stats. They could tell you so many info. They could tell you why the three-point era was like a response to like the bigs, you know, not necessarily a response, but why that like stopped the bigs era. You know, you can't run 2 bigs anymore. Like they have so much knowledge, right? And if that wasn't something nerdy and not cool, we would call that book knowledge. So a lot of people who claim to have high book knowledge just have mediocre book knowledge in some nerdy domain, and they claim to be book smart. They're not book smart. Street smart people are book smart, and book smart people are street smart. The correlation is high, okay? Yeah, smart but lazy. It's like if you're smart but lazy, and this is why I said like you can't be smart and broke. If you speak English, if you have American citizenship and you don't have health problems, you can't be smart and broke, because you can be smart and lazy and still succeed to like middle class if you live in the USA. You know, life is on easy mode here. If you have those things. Okay. All right, I'm trying to switch to a Google Doc. All right, so if I do it like this, okay, and let's move this over here. Okay, how am I gonna do this? All right, we're looking pretty full screen. Now let's change this. Let's delete this. Let's see. Oh, let me fix this box a little bit. Okay, so now the box is covering the bottom. Okay, now add source. Should I do display capture? Will that let me crop my display? Display window capture. Let's try display. Oh no, display does the whole screen. Let's not do that. What's this sheet about? I don't know. We're just thinking together. And window capture. Okay. Oh, I know what I'll do. And then I'll oversize the window. I'll oversize the window so that only the dock fits in there. Okay, so we're here. Let's make this bigger. And then let's make it so only the dock is here. Oh yeah, this is great. Let's go like this. Let's move me like right here. Can I bring me to the front? Bring forward. Oh yeah. How's this? Is this okay? Maybe I'll be right here. Sorry guys. Yeah, but because you're vertical, it won't work. I think it might work. So I've got this viewing window. Is your Discord link still active? Is it? Experience is not the same. How long is your delay? So I'm looking, I don't know. Like, are you talking about between the chat and me log? You should really only be doing window capture right now. Okay, I am. I don't think smartness automatically means moderate success, even with no outside negative factors. I think it does because why wouldn't you? You'd have to choose not to be successful. You can stream on TikTok horizontally, by the way. Should I do that? You guys all want to turn your phone sideways? What if I do this? Rotate. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Book knowledge is bad. I'm sorry. Okay. I turned just myself horizontal. Sorry, I know that's not that funny. Because you can't be smart and lazy in my mind. You can be intelligent. Okay, all right. First, let me figure out how to turn myself horizontal. Mobile preview. Oh no, don't do that. Oh God. Okay, let's turn that off. How do I change me to horizontal? Maybe it is, let's see. Demographic. I'm not going to address that yet, Magnificent. And then I know I was getting short with you earlier with like the IQ abbreviation. I didn't really mean to be. I don't think you deserved it. That being said, I think you could have gotten the message sooner, but like, you know, you didn't do anything wrong, but I'm not going to address that. Bro, this is fine. Pretty much all of us here are droolers compared to actual smart people. Put in the work, you're smart, but lazy. You have to start the stream horizontal. Okay, all right, then for today, let's just finish this up. I'll only be on for so much longer anyway. I'm also just drunk in London. Feel free to spew, bro. The only thing is, I don't know if I could keep up with all the chat, but as long as other people are just like having a chat. No, Brandon Veza, thank you for defending the book knowledge thing, but book knowledge isn't bad. I need to expand. But let's turn this. Okay, so now let's see if I've got good. How do I do columns? Format. Columns. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Format. Let's go 3 columns. Okay. Not IQ, but related. Not IQ, but good. All right, can we move this into column number 2? How do I move this to column number 2? If I just enter, will I eventually get to column number 2? Yes, look at us. Oh yeah, oh yeah, and then let's get to column number 3 real quick. I'm gonna get there manually. Okay, so you guys can't see column number 3. That's okay. Let's move this window and we'll have 2 columns right here. Boom. Okay. Format. Can we go 4 columns? More options. Spacing. No spacing. Apply. Boom. Okay, now we've got two columns. Oh yeah, we're chilling. What are these bullet points, dude? I hate this like smart doc stuff. Use the tab button, not space. I'm using enter. Why is book knowledge still in bad? I mean, at the very least, cosplay. Yeah, let's move it to cosplay. You're right. But let's see. Let's move this. Enter. Okay. But things you can improve. Okay, so we can delete this. Spacing is going to be so bad. Can I enter like a line break? Insert column break. There we go. Okay, guys, we're learning about Google Docs at the same time. Okay, boom. And then I could have sworn that I did less spacing. Format, columns, more options, spacing, 0. Line between columns, no. Can I do negative spacing? Because this is still a lot of spacing. Whatever. Okay, let's put cosplay on the right as well. We're working on the formatting. We're going to take a break from the thinking to enable ourselves to think better with a neater note. Okay, how is this? Oh, this is too high on the screen, ain't it? All right. Let's move this window a little bit lower. Okay. And maybe size it down a little bit. Why is it? Sorry, guys. One sec. Size it down. Let's fit it like that. Nope. Need to size it down a little bit more. Size it down. Let's fit it like that. That's pretty good. Okay, and then can we fix this freaking spacing? What the hell is that? What are these bullet points? Why is there so much space between the bullet points? Format. What can we do with this? Or is it a thought exercise? None of the above. I mean, mostly it's a thought exercise. Henry Valdes, thanks for following. Not the demographic one. Can I read your previous messages? I'm sorry, I can't. No need to politicize this. I get it. Size it more down. You're right, but I'm an asshole though. This is fine. It's not that deep. That's OCD, bro. Are you talking about this, that bullet? Why? It's so weird. I don't like it. Oh no. Why? Format. Align and indent. Decrease indent. That didn't do it. Bullets and numbering. List options. Bulleted. No. Okay. This isn't your resume. Yeah, but it's like harder for you guys to read because of it, right? Should I make it a little bit bigger? No. Okay, this is good. And now we've got all this space to work with. How deep does it go? So let me make like a bottom line somewhere. So okay, so we can go down to here and maybe down to about here. Bro is streaming himself format a Google Doc. Nick F supporters fit into the cosplay. I think that comes into blind contrarianism and conspiracy, you know? Let's see. Sorry guys, let me check something on my phone real quick. Okay. Understanding a lithography machine would make you smart. Okay, let's do book knowledge. Why do I not like book knowledge? Why do I have a bias against book knowledge? I dropped out of college, guys, so I have a bias. Pattern recognition, yes. Why is there so much space here, bro? Why is Google Docs so weird? Like, why? Like, I should have to figure out how to put this much space. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be here by default. How does that make sense? Single. Dude, how do you do less than single? Like, why? Who asked for this? Fucking 0. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. Dude, yeah, what if I decided to oh yeah, there we go. Why is 1 the custom? Oh. Okay, I like how this looks. Yeah, let's make all of this a little bit bigger. I think we can afford to do that. Okay. All right, I'm back at the chat. Yo, bro, we see it fine. You feel insecure about dropping out of uni? I mean, do you have a good job? So I managed to find like a good career. So I kind of get off on telling people that I dropped out. Speak to us. Yeah, sorry, I really ADHD'd into the Google Doc. I know how much I don't know. Yeah, I'd say that's a sign. Like people confidently saying I don't know. I like to say that in interviews a lot, and I feel like it's helped me. Book knowledge isn't innate. That's why it's not IQ. Yes, but is it bad? No, not IQ, but related. Book knowledge. Okay. So let's put that here. Okay. Or just really knowledge. Let's just put knowledge. Knowledge. You know? Sorry, guys. I can't help myself. I'm going to fix this one too. I'm sorry. Okay, boom. Let's fix all of these. Now that I know how to do it. Let's quickly apply. Let's quickly interpret information and apply it appropriately. Huh? Shout out to Log. He put that definition up. That was really good. But why is it that I have to do this? Okay. What sort of literature are we talking about? I don't know. Get bro some Adderall. I have been thinking about getting diagnosed so that I could get that. Book knowledge isn't innate. Yeah. Factual knowledge. Well, what do you mean by that? Sorry, book knowledge. What do you even mean by that? Factual knowledge? I guess knowledge in general, like acquisition of facts. What type of book are we talking about? The Kama Sutra. What in the world did I stumble upon? Lion. Oh, my car's slow. What's up? You were here in a different live. I know I responded to something you said. Thanks, twin. Oh yeah, I was on my Lion account looking, and then I realized I don't follow you back on here. So, how do you think memory relates to intelligence? Oh, interesting topics. Dude, why is the spacing, right? Why memory? I'm gonna fix it, guys. I can't leave it. I can't leave it. I can't leave it. What the hell? Why is it before and after? I didn't ask you for no before and after. 0. It's 0 until I say otherwise, Google. Fucking. Okay, so now we're not bullet pointing. Now it's mad. All right, whatever. I think the IQ definition is a little wrong. Propose a better one. How do you think memory relates to intelligence? And then decline with age. You know what? I actually prefer this, putting the bullet points manually. When you answered, I assume, low IQ. I asked this before, but is this for a future TikTok? No. I just put this up as kind of like a topic. Are intelligent people unhappy because they're intelligent? Or is it because whiners claim to be intelligent and they're unhappy? And then that kind of turned into this. And I realized a lot of things that I associate with intelligence is separate, right? So not IQ, but good, like independence. integrity, courage, honesty. Memory relates to knowledge. Yeah, ability to make ideas come into fruition. Yeah, like execution. I think that's more conscientiousness and like organization. Memory low key just helps. Yeah, but it's so interlinked. Yeah, like what's the point of being able to analyze things well if you don't remember things? You know. Anyone can claim to be intelligent. Yep. Pseudo intellectual. Let's see. Defunct. Memory improves your ability to recall familiar patterns, so it's IQ. Yeah, I think if you gave someone with like mediocre like IQ insane memory, they would end up being very intelligent as well. They would be wise. Is IQ an accurate representation of wide range intelligence? I don't care. It's like a fair question to ask, but I don't want to defend or argue. I don't want to defend or criticize IQ. It's just like leave it alone, you know? Like, can we have a discussion without like delving into the semantics of IQ? Yeah, Trent, I think that's definitely true too. A lot of people who had trouble remembering things in like history didn't really understand like the cause and effect. Like people think history is just rote memorization, but it's not. Who are you? Ray, like you're asking me, like the live guy? Photographic memory OP, yeah. There's a character limit, so yeah, it is hard. What about agreeableness? I've heard it's correlated with IQ. Maybe, but I also think most intelligent people are too agreeable, so it becomes a problem. Oh yeah. Agreeableness, weakness of IQ. Smart pussies. Yes, who are you, bud? I'm someone who doesn't matter, so leave the live, bro. I think society widely values confidence more than intelligence and conflates it a lot. Yes. I put that as courage, but I think confidence is a separate thing. So let's put confidence in here. Leadership, I don't necessarily know about that. I think a lot of times if you know that you're the most competent, you should seek to be a leader. But I don't think it's necessarily like the same. Truth-seeking, compassion. I think compassion is in there. Compassion, I'll put that in here. Oh man, where did it go? Compassion, systems thinking. Yeah. What inspired this discussion? It kind of like delved into here. I was on a run. I'll post that on YouTube, which by the way, Sequan117 is my YouTube. Another thing for prospecting, rehearse talking points. Yeah, so verbosity, rambling, talking points. I think they're all kind of in the same category, but yes, I know the talking points you're talking about. I had a friend recently just like really delve into the talking point, and then I learned later like a lot of his facts were wrong. Like one of the main facts he was bringing up was wrong, and it's just like, oh no, I can no longer have these discussions with you, even though like you're a smart guy and I like talking to you. He does talking points. Truth seeking, yeah, you've said that a few times. I thought it was a little bit open-ended. Compliance with authority. No, that we're getting a little too far from the sauce here, which is fine, right? The discussion can evolve, but I feel like I'm not done here yet. Truth seeking, yeah, I'll put that on here. I'm gonna italicize it because I feel like we should refine that a little bit. Lifelong learning, yeah, I think that's curiosity. I put that up here. Did I have that up here? Yeah, curious. Self-control, I don't think so, actually. So self-control, not IQ, but good. So let's put that as self-control, discipline. Intuition, emotional regulation. So we have emotional regulation up there. Introspection, I like introspection as well. And this comes with self-honesty. Honesty, introspection. So let's put that here. Teaching, no, I think that's a symptom, but it's not necessarily here. Like it's all just my arbitrary thing, but it's a little bit outside of like what we're focusing on. Cluster personalizers, I don't know what that is. Anybody who uses butter sport, hey, relax there, chief. Certifications, association with smart people think certification, no. I think we're getting a little bit too pedestrian there. Smart people saying you're smart. Yeah, I do like that. I like when people stitch me and they're smart and they make like good videos and we don't use the word smart anytime in the video, but I could tell by the quality of their video and in my video, it's like, oh, nice. Like someone smart thought my thing was interesting. Because I think I could do a lot more numbers if I stopped trying to be interesting to myself, if I just decided to chase views. Innate understanding of social contracts in society. I like that. And since somebody earlier was saying systems thinking, those things together, like accepting things as they are, not being a spaz, reading the room. Why agreeableness? It's not IQ, but related, but I think it's a weakness. Apparently it's associated. Maybe it's not. I just let someone kind of tell me that. How about avoidance? High curiosity. Yeah, so I have curious here, but I think you can cultivate high curiosity or like decide that you want to be someone that people think is intelligent, like have a lot of the same good things, and then you could cultivate curiosity. That's why I have it in not IQ but good, things you can improve without genetic IQ. Ability to give up. You're going a lot into like the maturity aspect of it. So let's make a separate thing for maturity. Maturity. And then let's move some things. Dude, what is with this spacing, bro? I hate it. I hate it here. You know what? Let's keep going with manual bullet points. And let's fix this spacing. Where was it? Where did the spacing thing go? Why is it so hard for... Okay. Let's go 0, 0. High openness, yet high inhibition. High openness, yet high inhibition. You're going to have to explain that a bit further. Let's see. Keep authenticing. Thank you, bonjour. Comparison of your dick size to other things with high accuracy. Like how many dicks? Yeah, I would say, yeah, dude, that burrito is, dude, that burrito is like a good deal. It's like 2.5 dicks, bro. I keep getting skipped, Jay. Sorry, bro. Bad social skills. Yeah, we already have that up there. That's not the reason why I skipped you. I just missed it. Same setup and adjust the headers. Do you think society has too many safeguards for stupid people? Yeah, I kind of do. I think there's a lot of things that we do, which is just kind of like catering to a stupid person. And I wish that we could just stop. The pursuit of sound, logical reasoning. Yeah, accepting things there, truth seeking, understanding cause effect. I think, am I capturing your thing? Because what you're saying made me think this, like understanding cause and effect, understanding the real levers, you know, wanting to grow. What's an example of these safeguards? Hold on. Instead of going down that route, I'm going to go here, maturity. I'm going to move some things. So independence goes into maturity. Oh my, Lanta, the formatting. Integrity. Okay, so I'll fix. Is integrity maturity? Yeah, I'll say so. It's like a person can grow in all of these things with that intelligence. Courage, not morals. Yeah. Confidence, honesty. I would say perception is not something you can just decide to be better at. Courage, not morals. Outwardly turned, not self-obsessed. I think that's something that's also part of maturity. Is charisma innate? Not 100%, obviously. Chat, is charisma pretty innate? And act on it, maturity. That's maturity, rationality, not IQ. I disagree. I think being able to like see what's relevant and how knowledge applies is an intelligence thing. Submission, surrender versus oppose, resist. You're getting too abstract for me, brother. Is there a way to improve IQ? No, but there's a way to improve these. Charisma is innate. Doesn't mean that perception should fall under maturity. Sorry, I'm going to try to catch up. I'm going to stop trying to catch up. I feel like I've always been trying to catch up this whole time. I'm just going to start reading from the bottom. I feel like when chat is like very active, it has to be this way. So I'm sorry if I don't see all of your messages. Ability to prompt AI. Fuck, that's a shitty system. I think I got a bad brain. Can I get a new one? No, but you can improve these maturity things. Catching up makes you late. I'm going to write that as a parody. Psychological and physical realm. All right, you're getting too abstract for me. And it's tough because you can't explain your abstract ideas through the chat very easily. Experience of past interaction, not innate. But you can retake. Yeah, Dylan, or supported by God. Yeah, you can game the IQ test, but that's also why, like, those are the people who want the high IQ instead of wanting to know. Don't stress over missed messages. Okay, thank you, Log. Thank you for the, dude, thank you throughout this live, bro. You've helped me. What's the goal here? There's no goal. So if you're not enjoying it, just leave. Authenticity. And I don't know that you were asking that with attitude. I'm just saying, like, if you don't like it, just leave. Like, there's no goal here. Are you familiar with the Dunning-Kruger effect? Yes. I think people overprescribe that too. Reality manipulation. All right, that's right. Seeing the value in naivety. Yeah, I'd say that falls under compassion in general. Now, is compassion a maturity trait? Don't get it twisted, brother. I dig it. Yeah. Thank you, Roman. Yeah, that's why I was like, you might just be asking what the goal here is. Sorry. Early on, there's a lot of people, whenever you talk about intelligence, people get defensive. And it's actually their problem because they assign too much value to intelligence, you know? Speaking as someone who like feels like they're intelligent, like doesn't feel insecure about it, I think intelligence gets prescribed or associated with a lot of values. So it becomes like this wonder drug. And then so a lot of people get really defensive and touchy about it, right? Someone's like, yesterday I was just talking about, like, I took an IQ test because I met someone who was so intelligent that they made me feel like I might be stupid. Like, I took that IQ test. All my life I thought I was smart. All my life I thought I was like top 1%, okay? And then I took that IQ test fully open to the idea that it could tell me I'm like average, you know? So when I took my IQ test, I really just wanted to know. That's also why, like, you can game the IQ test, right? People are saying that, but then you destroy your ability to ever learn. Nathan, the way that it's defined, it's like innate. I assign a lot of value to intelligence because it opens so many doors. Dylan, I agree. I'm kind of black pill when it comes to intelligence. That being said, here's all these things: independence, integrity, courage, confidence, honesty, outwardly tuned, not self-obsessed. Which IQ test? I took the Wonderlic, which I scored very low on, and then I took the rate. The two were given together. But not the only factor. Life is easier when you're high IQ. Yeah, 1,000%. That's also why all these people who claim they were gifted in 5th grade are full of shit. Because if you were gifted, you would be successful and like middle class, even if you're still lazy. We're all here to understand PP size in relation to IQ. I'll explain that in my YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube, please, guys. I keep talking about it. I'm gonna move to there. I'm getting tired of some of the limitations. Like, this platform is not meant for me. I think it's good for a lot of, I'm gonna keep using this platform forever. But every time that I have to like fight for like 20 minutes to make my video about 1 minute, I just think, like, why don't I make this a 10-minute video on YouTube? You know, what's your IQ? So I'm not going to answer that because, like, people are just not going to believe me. You know what I mean? And I don't want people to give me too much respect for it, and I also don't want people to like try and disprove it. I just don't want that noise. Okay, so whatever you think, you can take your guess. You know, intelligence in our meritocracy goes a long way. Yeah, I'm low key the gifted in elementary school grifter, but that's okay. Yeah, but you got like what? You had like 200,000 followers on TikTok, right? Like, you're doing something, right? If you're doing something and then you say you were gifted and then you kind of burned out of academics, I'll believe you. But the people who are gifted, quote unquote gifted, but everything goes wrong because the world is stupid, you know? Would you judge yourself on standing in your 20s? Yeah. Like, if you take into account your momentum, like what direction are you going? Did you take a fluid IQ test? The second one I took, the RAIT, the rate, had a fluid like portion. It had like 5 portions. Isn't height more important for success? Maybe. PP size is the most important for success. Goddamn Einstein. So I don't think Einstein, so obviously Einstein was smart, right? It would be ridiculous to say he wasn't. But like, he rode a bike weird, and then like he was like not good to his wife. Like, I don't necessarily think he was happy. And I don't know that he was necessarily intelligent in the way that like I would want to be, you know? Versus like Hamilton. Hamilton seemed like just a man on fire, you know? They just gave up early. Yeah, but here's the thing, Swifty. If they have a high IQ, if they were really gifted, they could have given up and still been successful, you know? So Log here, he's been, you know, like he's been in this live. He was low-key that gifted guy in elementary school. He's coming clean, you know, he's telling on himself. But it's like he's got like a big TikTok following. He's like making something of himself, like doing something, you know? Or like another guy I know, he's low IQ, if I'm being honest, and he's my friend. And like we've kind of danced around the subject, like he knows that. I've just never said like explicitly like, yeah, I think you might be like 100 or like maybe even lower. But he found himself a good job. He did well when he went back to community college. Like I kind of directed him towards these things, but he's very mature. You know, I'd rather spend time with him. You're an awesome person, by the way. Have a great night, not the line. Thank you, Jackson. Have a good one. Thank you for being here. But can't guarantee it. It nearly guarantees it. I burnt out of academics. I had an anxiety disorder. Yeah, that's tough. I think the anxiety is unrelated, but also you should seek to address it as best as you can. Hopefully you can. PP size is the one thing holding me back from success. Ethan, yeah, I could tell yours is probably too big, right? I'm quite confused what's happening, Trav. We're just talking. Yeah, high IQ people become successful without trying. Yes. So all these like gifted people, like the people saying like things don't work because the system's stupid or like people don't appreciate how smart they are. Oh, you know what? We're gonna watch this YouTube video together, guys. No, Brandon, I don't think so. That's just passion. No, I never post, brother. I'm trying to take over my family business. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, because I don't feel like I've ever seen you on my feed, but like I remember just like because you have to filter notifications by 10K, and I know you watch a lot of my stuff on the spam. So 100 is not dumb. Yeah, 100 is not dumb. What is PP size? If you have to ask, yours is bad. I'm just kidding. Yeah, 100 is exactly average. Do you guys think IQ tests are accurate? Yes. But how prescriptive is it? You know, it's not the end all be all. Are people more compatible with people who are of a similar IQ? I tend to think so. Gifted kids tend to be midwits. Exactly, yes. And then they just cared more. But the real gifted kids just kept on being gifted. They didn't stop being gifted, you know? There are too many nuances for these sweeping statements, yeah. Type shit. Yeah, I love some of the phrases that Gen Z's been coining as of late. You know, like I really admire Gen Z. I'm very much a Gen Z. Yeah, Bing song, Bing sick song. The free test they had correlated pretty highly with the test that I ended up paying for. So I think it's fine to like use it. What about high IQ and poverty? If you live in the USA and you're a citizen and you speak English and you don't have health issues, you can get to middle class. I'm pretty firm on that. If you're high IQ, which is why I still believe in social safety nets for like the mid IQ. YouTube videos, does smoking weed affect IQ? Probably. It affects your frontal cortex, right? You could say people with high IQ tend to be ultra rich and the power makes them evil. Yeah, well, I think ultra rich, high IQ people are also ruthless because a lot of nerds are soft. You know, high T, oh, I do think it's related. Okay, let's go on YouTube. That's a rough take. Yeah, if you want to stitch me or like if you want to make your own video and tag me, I'll hear you out. But I feel like I listed all the reasons. Or are you the same guy yesterday? There was someone yesterday saying like, oh, he's never heard of like socioeconomic factors. It's like, dude, I listed all of them. If you speak English and you have you don't have health issues, and you're a citizen, you can make it to middle class. Let's see. I guess what if you're being shot at every day, you know? But I feel like people have this like social justice like boner. New subscriber. Oh, thank you guys for going to my YouTube. You know, Charlie Kirk song as first one. Oh, okay. I can explain, guys. Chill.
Ask them.
Okay. Yeah. Let me make it a poll. Is the Charlie Kirk song ironic? How do I do a poll from this computer? Let's see. Add a gift goal, record, highlight, mobile preview, share your live. How do I do a poll? Define gravity. Dude, Defying Gravity makes me cry. It's pretty good. What if I'm defying gravity? They don't say that line enough in that song. What's up, Spiral? I'm trying to put up a poll, guys. God damn it. Whoa. I almost closed it. How do I put up a goddamn poll? Live chat is popped up. How do I add chat and interview? No. How do I add a poll? Log, you still in here, bro? People with high spatial IQ that do badly in school. Get on Twitch or YouTube stream, please. Trent, I'll learn how to do that. Yeah, I gotta think. Okay. I come in right as you're talking about Kirk. I'm gonna make a poll, okay? I need to explain this here, okay? If you guys want to see my YouTube history here, I'll leave that up while I figure out how to make a poll. Highlight recorded. No. How do I make a goddamn poll? Gifters. All right, let's look up how to make a poll. All right, I'm going to close my other tab. Oh, what just happened? Is that someone giving me gifts? Those sounds? Lion, what's your IQ? So I'm not gonna answer that question because people are either gonna not believe me or they're gonna try and like argue with me. I already get that enough when I bring this up. Access the new integrated tools. How do I access the new integrated tool? Oh, tools. All right, poll. Okay, boom. There we go. Quick poll. Sorry guys, 1 second. It's coming. Quick poll. You can only set up a 1-minute quick poll with clearly state your question. Are you kidding me? Okay, whatever. All right, guys. Are you ready for this poll? Okay, you guys need to settle an argument between me and the lioness. Okay? So, is the Charlie Kirk song ironic? Okay, are you guys all listening? Okay? 65 people in here. Wow, this is so cool that I get to do this. Thank you guys for being here. Here's a quick poll. Is the Charlie Kirk song, are you guys ready for this poll? 62 people are going to get on this poll. All right? It'd be nice if we were at like 67, but all right. So the smile means that the Charlie Kirk song is ironic. Like when people listen and spread the Charlie Kirk song, it's ironic. It's just funny. Okay? And then the crying emoji means it's not ironic. People are doing this because they feel like they are Charlie Kirk. We are Charlie Kirk. We go through all the flames. Like whatever that is, like they're vibing, they're tearing up. Okay? Here comes the poll. Smile means it's ironic. People think it's funny. Cry means it's not ironic. Okay? I don't think it was made ironic. All right, I'm going to pull a Dean Withers real quick because I still haven't quit this. I've only hit this 3 times today. Shit, what did I say? Is smile ironic or not ironic? I forgot. What did I say? Guys, was the smile ironic or not ironic? Okay, 9-4 that it's ironic. 11-4. Yeah, it's ironic, right? Smile ironic. Thank you guys for remembering. You would be surprised how they're getting down on Facebook. Definitely good memory. My memory's going to go. My father's memory's going. Guys, that video I posted about the monster substitute, I'm not fucking joking. This is the biggest problem in my life. I'm not at risk of harming myself. This is a figure of speech, but it makes me want to give up on everything. I need a substitute for Monster. I'm dead ass fucking serious. Okay? Not that the 56 people in here are gonna have that. But fuck. Like if ever I could be like, hey, can you blow this up for me? I might make another TikTok saying that. Like, I need this. Okay, 16-6 in favor of ironic. Thank you.
Wait, but like the majority of people like listen to it ironically?
You know what? I think your point is valid enough because 6 people said not ironic. I didn't want to phrase it that complicatedly. So I just said, is it ironic or no? Okay, so you're validated, but I think most people, like the girl doing the light show with the hands, a young girl on TikTok, is doing it ironically. Okay. But not everyone. Some people might listen to it. Thank you, guys. Wow, this poll is kind of cool. Go to your next Thanksgiving and play the song. I mean, I'm Korean, bro. I need one of my white content enjoyers to do that. Don't you need new purpose? I think it's now used ironically, but made as a genuine song. I think it was originally serious. Oh, someone I like, Spiral.
Thank you.
She says thank you. His vote counts for a fair amount. I like this guy. I said unironic. I think he's pretty left wing, and so on like my more right wing type opinions, he like gives me pretty good pushback. I said unironic because actual Kirk stands listen to it seriously. Okay. Anyways, that's why my first on the. What was the question? It was, is the Kirk song ironic? Okay. And then I was wondering what the hell this is, because it's 4.5 million views 4 months ago. So that's before he passed away, right? I don't know what that is, but yeah. That's pretty left wing. Yeah, I didn't want to say that for sure because I don't know that I've ever asked you, Spiral. And what I don't like is when people assume things of me because I'm making a certain point. Okay. Elon Musk guy asks for a job. Have you guys seen this? Okay, let's do another poll before I pull this up. Okay. Oh yeah, how's the screen look? Is it going to be okay? Yeah, I think it's going to be okay.
I've been asking.
Let's see. Can I move? Okay. All right, guys. You guys want to watch this video? This Star, I'm not going to answer that question. So this is a prime example of what I meant by the gifted kid in elementary. These are the people where it's like, nobody gives me a shot because I'm so intelligent. They don't understand my intelligence. It's like, if you're truly intelligent, then you're not out here talking about freaking theoretical physics to a guy at the gas station for small talk. And then if that guy doesn't understand what you're saying, you walk away. Oh, no one understands me, right? If you are intelligent, you are always just a little bit smoother than the person you're talking to. Okay? Anyways, you guys ready to watch this? Okay, we're going to do it. Does the audio come through? I'm going to check on my live. Hold on one sec, guys.
To speak to you now for 2 years, to talk to you, to tell you that I'm also a super genius like yourself.
Okay.
I'm not sorry.
I'm not sure I'm one, but all right.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm just saying serious. This is to all benefit of Tesla shareholders in the world. I am a capitalist like yourself. I am also a level 2 stage. I've been waiting for 10 years now for someone to give me a second look, a full second look. And if they did, they would see a very advanced mind in front of them. So I'm asking you today, can you give me a second look?
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure what the second look and what I'm not sure what we're going.
I would like to come on board as vice chairman of Tesla.
Well, we don't really have a vice chairman spot, but yeah. I mean, I think that's I don't think I have to say no. I'm probably sorry.
I'm sorry. I could also apply for a future CEO position, but I would, at least I would like to come on the board of the directors. I apologize. Is it to the benefit of Tesla shareholders?
I think we need to move on to another question. My apologies.
I apologize.
I admire the stones on this guy. I feel bad for him. I think he's in like a psychosis. Yeah, it might be satire. Thank you, Noah. I hate when people don't recognize satire when it happens. It could be satire. It's so funny. Yeah, it's like if you were truly smart, you would at least be able to show something for it. Like, look at this. I work for some insurance company and I doubled profits or whatever, but it's like you just have nothing. No one ever recognizes you, Do I think Elon Musk is high IQ? I think so, but I think he's been like really addled with drugs. I think he's kind of a mess now. But like people under like appreciate the balls to like invest in these things. Of course he's a child of privilege, but understand there's a lot of children who had this much money who ended up not being Elon Musk, right? So I think Elon Musk is high IQ. Man, I kind of like this. 46 people in here. Yeah, but guys, if you would, please subscribe to this channel. You've got a crazy Elon Musk rant. Spiral, put up some videos. You could do faceless, bro. But that way, like, it'd be easier for me to watch them or like get your thoughts. His haters don't think he is. Yeah. Let's see. Guy fell off. We're talking about Musk. Did you guys see this live yesterday? Would it be so narcissistic for me to show my live from yesterday on the live today? I took a poop yesterday, and I didn't realize that my mic can pick up the poop sounds. You guys want to see that? Yeah, but capitalizing on other people's ideas is also itself like a skill. No, please, no. We got 1 yes, 2 no's. All right. That he knows. Let's see. When did I get on the toilet? Oh yeah, here we are. No sound detected. Did my mic die? Hello? Oh, I think I just got quiet. Poop sounds are low aura. Just don't poop. Is your butt. That's Poseidon's kiss. How many of us are pooping right now? So Noah's pooping, one other guy, Krypton, said he was pooping. Am I gonna get banned? No. Also at my apartment lobby while I wipe. I might have to pause the live. Oh man. Use your phone. Imagine my phone on the floor. That's the problem. Came back at the best time. What's back at the door? So for context, I was at the gym. So this is me at the gym. And then I had to poop. And I got scared that I would poop myself if I lifted hard. So I had to poop. And then I was on my live. Man. Oh, someone earlier was saying that if you're teaching someone and then they lose you, you failed as a teacher. Like it means you're not that intelligent. And I agree. That was one of the things I talked about yesterday, which is why I've started discussing intelligence as the topic came up yesterday, is there was a guy who was teaching me so many things and I'd never lost him. And I realized, oh, you're way more intelligent than me. A5, right. So I had A5 last time I fatty. So I was working out yesterday on the stall, and then I had so A5 Wagyu from Costco. So I was feeling like I was going to shit myself because it's high fat. Pasta is to hold it together. I might be. It's like a variant on the stall. Dude, it's so different. It's because I had a lot of beef belly, which is very fatty. Dinner and like fatty beef will really, the last time I pooped myself, it was like 6 months ago, is because I had a lot of beef. Nah. All right, you can hear it, but I think I'd have to turn the sound way up. I don't know how it's sounding. Were you guys hearing that? Forever player made. A Poseidon's kiss. Actually, I really be. Thanks, man. Fuck, the automatic thing just. Oh, shit. Wow. Yeah, I'm sitting here taking a shit. The only thing is, I'm not sure where I'm going to put my phone when I gotta wipe. Yeah. And then the toilet. Why would you think like I was serious? 5 times almost. Oh shit! Fuck! The automatic thing just flushed. Ah, that's traumatic. Damn. Yeah, glass is off. You know that shit's serious. Thankfully, I didn't get the Poseidon's kiss. You guys know what Poseidon's kiss is? So that was happening at like midnight during that was happening at like midnight on Christmas Day. So there was nobody in the apartment lobby. You love to hear you. Yeah, I'm a little narcissistic. Oh brother, I know Poseidon's kiss. So does anyone not know what Poseidon's kiss is? Look at all this Hamilton content. We can use context clues. We can use context clues. So what is Poseidon's kiss based off of your context clues? Because I led people astray. So if you're going to use context clues, Brandon, you might get the wrong answer and it wouldn't be your fault. But what do you think Poseidon's kiss is? What is the "'cause they bored" thing? I keep hearing about that, but I don't know what it was. Yeah, backlash, backsplash. So it's when your dookie comes out with enough speed to cause a splash, and then it comes up and touches your butt. But that's not the same as the automatic toilet flushing and splashing you. That's a separate thing, right? I don't know what that's called. You know, does anyone know? Is anyone an expert? Oh, public humiliation. So if I look up "'cause they bored," will I get like the context? "'Cause they bored. Someone said cutting board weird, and everyone being on them forever. Not just speed, but also mass. Yeah, it takes a combination. If you fart as a solid Duke is coming out, it'll launch. That's when I first had Poseidon's Kiss. I was in like 4th grade, and I didn't know it was called Poseidon's Kiss at the time. But I remember thinking, oh, it's weird that doesn't happen more often, that like a fart launches a poop out. Cause they bored like cud they bored. Yeah, he said cause they bored like cud they bored. So was it just someone making fun of like a black scent? What did this turn into? I don't know, bro. I'm just kind of chilling. Like, this is fun, going live like this. Because they're bored, weird, and you've all called him out. This weird feminist guy. Cud they bored guy just posts depression content now. Is this the one? Oh, God. Is this the good video for this, guys? Should I unmute it? Or is this going to be a boring one? That's the guy? All right. All right, we're going to watch it together. But
ladies, be honest.
I need to adjust. I need to adjust this. All right. Yeah, I think this guy panders to women. So just take your pick. This weird feminist guy.
Do you really like him, or do you just...
This guy, he's been getting backlash, a lot of hate. This is why people are mad.
Is this a good video? I don't like when people explain too much. I just wanted to shut up and let us watch the video.
I've been getting a ton of hate comments, and I just want to...
So, like, okay, a little different.
This is a good video? Yes, this is a good video, or no, like, leave because this guy talks too much. Just play the video, okay?
Setup. He's got a microphone right now. He's got headphones on. What's going to happen, right?
So I've been getting a ton of hate comments, and I just want to formally ask you to please stop.
No, dude. Okay. But it gets worse. It gets worse.
Step 1, I never get tired of the hate. You gotta be good before you ever be great. And I know the hate comments only happen because they bought.
But hey, man, you don't talk like that. So I've been getting a ton of hate.
Ever be great. And I know the hate comments only happen because they bought.
All right, are there people? I want to see more. It's still all his comments talk about. Because they're bored. Thank you, Spiral. I'll say I don't love being called by name. I'm not trying to hide it, and I know you've watched enough of my spams to see when I talk about my name, but I prefer not to have it. I don't know. I guess I just don't want to make it too easy. All right, could they board? All right. Which one? Yeah, you're good, bro. You're good, Spiral. Don't worry about it.
And I know the hate comments only happen because they bought.
All right, let's look at his comments to this day. So latest, so that happened 2 years ago. All right, let's look at the comments. Let me move this screen. I'm not seeing it. Oh, this one didn't pop. All right.
Guys, don't let... Today I got... Hey, it is, I think, day 13 of me. Welcome back. This is day 11 of documenting clinical depression, except my girlfriend is going to do the voiceover. So I have been documenting my clinical depression.
Do you think he's deleting it? Is Montaigne the guy's real name, or is this a handle? I wonder. Toilet paper in the water. I think it's blocked. Oh, you think they filter? You think he set up comment filters? I don't have any comment filters. Yeah, he could have filtered it. Who knows? Let's see. Oh, I'm on the wrong TikTok. Oh well. Because there was a lot of them. Yeah. Oh yeah, he might have turned them off. I think, yeah, it was on the ones where he was talking about depression.
Today I got hey, it is.
Yeah. This one got 130,000 views, 697 likes. So the comments must have been popping off. One mistake. I mean, he could have just kept going. You know, like, I mean, people still call me the Lion even on my spam stuff, even though my Lion account's really fallen off when a new vid of his comes up. What's an intellectual blind spot that you were embarrassed by? I could think of a few, but I can't think of them right now. That's a good question.
You know a fate worse than death? Messing up on the internet one time and niggas never letting you live it down. Bro, what do y'all know about the Kade?
The Lion is tough though. Yeah, I mean, it feels like respect, so I love it. One step outside and it wouldn't be a big deal. Look up Marsha P. Johnson. Okay. Should I just search Marsha P. Johnson? Here's the emotion, but not the moment. They finally caught on to Montaigne. Okay. Which one do I look at? I never heard the line, this is my first impression of you. That's cool. So I guess I would have made it on TikTok either way. Top account, this guy? Do I just go to the most popular? Is it this one? Maybe Marsha P. Johnson guy. Bryce eviscerated this guy. I feel like he does have just cold takes. This guy?
I just fucking love when someone slips up on the internet and nobody lets them live it down for like actual years. I'll still go into I don't even know the guy's name. I'll still go into the Marsha P. Johnson guy's comments to see if people are still commenting about Marsha P. Johnson, and they are every.
Is this? I feel like one of these have to be it. Me and the Marsha P. Johnson guy used to be friends.
I didn't invent this style, and I never claimed to have. I actually credit Marsha P. Johnson, a transgender woman of color, to be the person that I get all of my fashion inspiration from.
You know, I really take pride in the fact that I really think I'm like the first straight guy to get long, funky nails like this.
I didn't invent this style, and I never claimed to have. I actually credit Marsha.
Oh, yeah, like TikTok friends. Not Cameron. I blocked that guy so I don't accidentally get him. Yeah, that's the OG. So what did he do? Just because he painted his nails and acted like he was the first one to do it?
I didn't invent this style, and I never claimed to have. I actually credit Marsha P. Johnson, a transgender woman of color.
I don't get it. So what is it? Marsha P. Johnson? What is on my screen right now? I don't know. I'm just chilling, going on TikTok. What should I think of the Clav situation? So the thing with Clav is I saw clips from supposed allegedly earlier in the day, and if I'm gonna make a video, I need to confirm if this happened. But like the supposed stalkers allegedly, if you're taking Clav's word, there's like 10 of them, and earlier that day they like got in his face, like blocked his path. So if there's 10 stalkers and you're just a guy, you are going to be afraid. And then if they're blocking you from leaving at night, he can reasonably argue he had a fear for his life. Now, when he says, I hope he's dead, I think that changes the intention. So is he going to go away? Probably. But I don't think they're going to just rule this like a premeditated murder. And so I think people are going to be surprised by that. When he gave credit to Johnson. Him saying hopefully can prove intent. Yeah, but he's going to claim that it's like a joke, not realizing how serious it was. Like, you just got to see what is he going to do? Not whether what he says is true, but what is he going to do? So he's blocked in, and if there's only 2 stalkers, then I think he's pretty boned. But if there were 10 there, then I think he's going to have a lot of defense. He's in Florida, probably good. He's just saying Marsha because she's a historical relevant trans woman. Oh yeah, okay. Just like saying like Martin Luther King. Whoa. Can I show the people watching my live? This is what the lioness was working on. She knitted this, stuffed it with some stuffing. It's gonna go to one of our friends. Which one? She doesn't know. Don't jump on someone's car. Can you recap the situation? So Spiral, so there's one clip, okay? The dude is unresponsive apparently. I heard that he passed, but then I heard that he's unresponsive. Did he just die? Okay, thank you, Roman, for saying my analogy is perfect. I like to think I have good analogy. Okay, Spiral, catching you up on the clavicular situation, okay? He was in a Tesla Cybertruck. I think it's his Tesla Cybertruck, clavicular in the driver's seat, a girl in the passenger seat. A guy is on his hood, like knocking on the windshield, and then that guy like falls off without the car moving, and then someone else jumps on again and then falls off, and he says like, should I just drive? Or like he says like, I'm just gonna drive. And then there's nobody on the hood, and he drives, and then you just hear dunk, and the car shakes. So I think he hit the guy, he fell over, and then the car ran over the guy, like actually put the weight of the car on that guy. Because just hitting someone with your car at that speed, it's not lethal. So I think he went under the car. And then, yeah, just relief that the symptom situation's over. Yeah, like people need to understand, like the law is the law. You know what I mean? But anyways, Spiral, that's the main clip, undisputed. Now, later on, apparently, the girl says like, I think that guy might have unalived. And then Clavicular says, hopefully. I didn't see that clip. And then there's another clip I saw while just kind of scrolling like the related, where Clavicular is surrounded by like 10 guys in broad daylight. And then like one of them is like chest to chest in his face saying like, what's up, Clav? Like, what's my rating? Or some bullshit like that, something hostile. And then so like you see that clip and he's saying like these were his stalkers. And then there's also another clip where Clavicular rents like a Lambo. It's definitely not the Cybertruck. And he says like, who should I hit with this car? You know, so people are saying that could prove intent. I don't think people are they're gonna be able to prove intent with that. I think that's gonna be pretty clearly seen as a joke. Yeah, apparently he's a repeat stalker. Yeah, there's another clip where Clav is outside of a house in his front door with a bang stick. I heard it was staged. It could have been staged. And then he's making a lot of money. Who posted the video? Clav. It was on stream when it happened. Yeah, manslaughter for sure. But people are saying premeditated. It's like, you guys are like, you know, in like, you guys are on like hype, the court of hype law. You know what I mean? So, and then I'm learning a lot more about Clavicular. Can't be helped. So I guess he's always talking about spiking his cortisol, like that's bad for looks maxing. He did look mad, but he also is always mewing. So we'll see. Was there the opportunity to reverse? Maybe, but it's Florida, and even California is not a stand your ground state. If he said he was just trying to get out of there, you know, like the guy's not standing still. He's jumping on his car. No, the who should I hit I saw as a clip, but he was in a clearly different car. So I think it's from a different day. He turned to run him over. No, he just drives forward. Like the wheel is turned, but the hit happens right away. The guy must have been like laying or like kneeling in front of his car. No, I haven't seen the crack head. Premeditated is a stretch for sure. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, people are using TV show law. You still hoop? No, I haven't hooped in a long time. I'll hoop. So I don't know if I should do this, if this is like harassment, but I really like John Cannon. I like his content. Like I like how he approaches TikTok. If he plays me in basketball, I'll stream that stuff. He's gonna whoop me though. I think he's much taller and he's actually good. I'm not. Me and you are pseudo-intellectuals? I would say so. Definitely not premeditated. Yeah, he could have scored himself a higher charge with that joke, that's for sure. He hasn't been arrested yet. Yeah, Log. So I don't even know that he's that bad. I want to see. Someone said that he uses the N-word and then says like Indians are ugly, but then someone else clarified like there's a lot of racism against Indians, and that's why an Indian guy who's a 7 automatically becomes a 6. And it's like, I don't think that's a hot take. That's acknowledging prejudice. That's not the same as being prejudiced, right? No arrest on the spot. So I mean, I want to find out about clavicular, but I don't want to find out about clavicular. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have to know, and I don't want to have to care. Thank you, Estrus. I think part of it is like, there's the people who just kind of joke with me and test me like you just did, and then other people come in like trying to like knock me down a peg, and it's just like, I don't care. Like, truly, I don't make a video saying I don't care about the haters. It's like, you're either trying to make me laugh, or you're a sad guy trying to like get my attention on a live. You know what I mean? It's like, you're not here for fun. So like, it kind of rolls off my back, you know. But you could have guessed that. Not necessarily, because law is so like, it takes so long. I don't know if you're like into academics like that. Is that why you stopped? Because you didn't want to be in school for like 8 years? Because most people take a gap year too between undergrad and law. Now he does deviate just from PSI scores. What is PSI, PSL? What's up, Joel? You were here yesterday. I can be a resident expert on Clap. Sure. I mean, if what do I look him up? Like, he's popular enough that there's probably compilations of him, right? Like a summary. User, we were discussing intelligence and then things that aren't intelligence, but like people associate with it. PhD is mad work. Yeah, like a hate comment, like there's people who try to change my mind and they're hateful while they do it. I respect that. But the people who just come in here, like the only guy I've ever blocked off my life, he was like, holy crap, the lion needs double jaw surgery. And then he copied and pasted it like 7 times. And there was like 60 people in here when he did that. So it's like, he tried really hard. You know what I mean? Like he like got set up and everything. And I was like, yeah, I can't have that. You know, like, because like you won't stop. Like he just wants attention. And so it's like, yeah, I'm blocking you not because you like got to me, but because like I just can't have you in this chat, you know? Yeah, sometimes actual law too, like not running people over. Oh, you're kidding on the cloth stuff? I mean, it's like, I don't know, maybe if you look into it, like he talked about shoulder pads, right? So what is he going to tell me? Because I kind of want someone to explain that. Like, yeah, he commented it 7 times before anyone else could say anything. So I was like, you just got to go, dude. Like, I'm not, you know. Yeah, like I would, there have been like non-looks maxing people. Yeah, his fans aren't the brightest and his haters are too passionate, right? Like if you have a hater for someone, it's like, unless they're literally the next big H, it's usually not warranted to the level. Like, I think there's a lot of jealousy. A lot of people are self-conscious, and then like he dredges that up because he says, no, like if you don't look good, nothing else matters, right? So it's like, yeah, that's a problem, but the reason you have such a problem with it is because that gets to you, right? Like you have an insecurity there. BP in the looks maxing space, I think they're right about like their observations. I think they're wrong to like cry about the fact that they're not all 0.1%. Like I don't think I'm like super good looking, you know, but I decided long ago, like I'm good enough to not care. And that was the end of that. While I think black pillars, it's like, I can never walk into a room and just like, yeah, and you know, everyone turns their heads. Yeah, so shoulder pads, but that leads me to knowing nothing about him. Yeah, exactly, Pirate King. Like that's kind of it. What was it? There was something I was gonna say. Yeah, Greg Doucette, who's kind of an annoying guy, honestly. He's definitely like pandering for views. Not pandering, but I don't know if you guys know who this guy is. I like him, but his content is so low quality. Oh shoot, there he goes, right? Yeah, he just chases the hype. So here he goes, you know. But he's a smart guy. He just decided like he's okay with having a YouTube channel he's not that proud of. Or like he must be proud of his YouTube. On the whole, his YouTube is very valuable. But video to video, 10 minutes, you can bet he's going to be repeating himself a lot. What's up with the background? What background? Are you talking about like my background? For sure, though, people will treat you better when you look better. Yeah, 100%. I think he's playing into his character for clicks. Are you talking about Greg Doucette? Really can't stand his voice. I don't mind his voice, but yeah, I can't listen to him in my car. It's about chasing the bag, yeah. So Greg Doucette, though I like him and respect him, is 100% chasing the bag. Do you guys want to see the clavicular clip? Should we look at that? Thank you for subscribing, Malefic. I don't know if you're still in here. I think the fundamental ideology of BP is correct. Yes, I agree. Yeah. Thank you for the follow. I love you. Yeah, should we look up clavicular clip? Did you buy the cookbook? The Curious Case of Clavicular. 761,000 views. All right, let's watch that later. Clavicular. What would I look up? Runs over. What is double jaw surgery? Oh, okay. So it's just like a complete overhaul of your jaw. Okay. All right, he definitely should have stopped streaming. All right, so do you guys want to see the clavicular run over clip? Sorry, let me reposition.
Drive.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Is he dead?
I don't know.
Hopefully.
Oh, so it was all in one clip.
It takes all the effort in the... I want to run each and every one of them over.
Start driving with this guy. Drive.
Yeah, it's like I don't like this guy. Like I think he was under significant threat. I'll say that. Right? But he escalated way too fast. He didn't even honk. But what is it? Clavicular stalker. So if you look up clavicular stalker, but like the thing you have to understand is these stalkers are not just like, oh my God, hi, Clav. Oh my God, feature me on your stream. There's like a clip where he's being like attacked in broad daylight. Not attacked either. Oh, this one has a bang stick. I'm not going to show that. I don't know. It's too noisy. It's only going to show the one. And then guess what? Now I'm going to get a bunch of clavicular. Can I delete things from my history? Yes, you can. Let's not have this. You guys want to see this? Hurricane from Hamilton. And the local standards for self-defense. I mean, if the Zimmerman guy got off, and then also that one had more story than like people realize. But was it Zimmerman, the guy who followed that kid around? But he did try to flee. That's like the detail that got lost in like social media. Like he followed him and then he tried to leave after he called the cops. So that's why he got off. A car is a weapon. Yeah, but impeding someone's ability to escape is probably like something too. So, okay. Oh shoot, did I not end my workout? Oh my God, I didn't end my workout. But I think I can clip that in the app, so it's okay. All right, guys, I should eat, and it's getting late. I'm gonna watch Emily in Paris. Thank you guys for sticking around. I've been an hour and 44 just talking. I do want to get to 50,000 followers so that I can have a bulletin, and then I won't spam it. If you follow my main, you know I don't spam my bulletin. So if you guys are on here and you like me, please follow me. I do want 50K is when you can get a bulletin. Okay, like that's where I could post like the open psychometrics test, you know. So thank you for following Melted. Have a good one. Thank you, Noah. All right, followed you earlier. Yeah, thank you, John Roblox. You've been in here for a while. See you later, Spiral. All right, bonjour, bonsoir. The line made me take an hour longer on my break. Okay, I'll start streaming with like a regular thing. I am gonna try and graduate and diversify off of TikTok. But anyways, And then awkwardly, I don't know how to end the live on this platform. Oh, here we go. All right, guys. Peace, brother. Peace, Adverb. Peace, I love you. Joel, thanks for being here. Do I have a stream schedule? No, I'll try to make a more regular one. Thank you for asking. Thank you for caring. Brandon, and then Brandon Veza as well. Spiral, always good to have you. Trent just joined. I'm about to end. Sorry, guys. Peace out, guys.